He's Googling theory and scientific theory.
I mean, he might be. That's what I told him to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted this whole time and I was talking.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to make a definitive statement like I know for a fact this and that. I was making a distinction between things that appeared in Webster's dictionary before 1950 and afterwards. So the notion of scientific theory didn't appear under science. It seems that they made a distinction between things that have even the word theory attached to it as not things that could be proven as fully factual.
Okay,
They're
we're not
just
talking
theories.
about that. I didn't care about that topic. We were talking about a specific topic. So we were talking specifically about two terms with totally different meanings that you were conflating with each other. The terms that we discussed were the terms theory and scientific theory. You referred to a scientific theory as the colloquial theory, which is, hey, like I think an idea, right? It's possible, right? Whereas a scientific theory is saying that it's true to a high degree of certainty for various reasons, right? It might be true because it's independently verifiable, it's repeatable, it's testable, or
Well, you said
plethora
absolutely
of
true.
other reasons, right? And so, what I wanted you to do was Google it so that you don't continue to disingenuously use this term
No.
colloquially.
Well,
So
first
it's
I
a
have to know your
colloquial term.
definition.
It's not the term that you're saying.
Okay, hold on.
It's being
So
dishonest.
your definition, at least before, was that scientific theory deals with things that are absolutely true, things that are
I never said
factual.
absolute. I said high degrees of certainty.
Oh no.
That exact word.
Oh, so there was probably
That
someone else
exact
who said
term.
absolute. Okay, so you acknowledge that it's still a theory. It's just
A
more
scientific
true.
theory. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I understand.
Now
It's
this is
still
where you're going to go and Google the term
no.
scientific
No.
theory and
I'm just
theory,
asking you
or
a
I'm kicking
question.
you out of the room.
So
So you're going to
if
go and you're going to Google
you
theory
can
and
kick me
scientific
out if you
theory,
want, I'm
or I'm
just asking
removing you from the
questions.
room. You're going to go Google theory and
You're
scientific
getting
theory, or I'm
emotional for
removing
no
you from the
reason.
room.
I mean, I'm the religious
Stop
guy
being a
here, and I'm
honest
the
piece
calm
of
one.
shit
I'm just
and
asking you.
go to Google
I don't
and
have
type
to
in the.
Google it. If you agree that it's still a theory, then
If
what's the
well, it's a
disagreement?
scientific theory.
No,
I
I
will
understand.
agree. Scientific theory.
I
It's
agree
not a
with you,
colloquial theory. Those are two totally
but
different
I
things.
didn't say it's colloquially uh, a theory that's understood
If
like a
I
theory
say something
nowadays.
scientific theory, I'm using the definition of a scientific theory. And so, yes, it's a scientific theory. It's true to a very high degree of certainty. We
To
know
a
that
high
it's
degree,
true.
then I have no problem with that definition.
Now, go Google. Now that I've said this, now
No,
go
but
to
it doesn't
Google and
matter.
type in the term theory and tell me what the definition is.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Fine, I will go to Google and type in the term theory. So, theory. So, the term theory. So, the definition. Oh, shit. Fucking Google giving me ads. Give me 2 seconds.
You're kind of very excited here. I mean,
Yeah, because it's showing you how you're an idiot. So, theory, a
okay. All right.
supposition or system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. And then
Okay.
a couple sub definitions: a set of principles on which a practice of an activity is based, like a theory of education, or an idea used to account for a situation or justify a course of action. So I guess you could be appealing to the third definition when you're using that colloquial term and you say it's just a theory. Because when I say it's just a scientific theory, what I'm saying is it's a scientific theory. So give me 2 seconds to pull up the actual definition of
Don't
that.
waste
So
your
I'm not just
time.
giving you
It's still a
what?
theory. Don't waste your time because it's still a theory.
Yes, and
So
scientific
that's
theories
it.
are true. So a scientific
Oh,
theory is an
wait, wait.
explanation
It's
of an
not true.
aspect of the natural world. Stop interrupting me and listen for a moment. So a scientific theory is an explanation of an aspect of the natural world and universe that has been repeatedly tested and corroborated in accordance with the scientific method using accepted protocols of observation, measurement, and evaluation of results. And so when you say it's just a theory, that's you being a fucking idiot. Because it's not. It's a scientific theory. That's a totally different definition. You are being a dishonest and disingenuous piece of shit when you do that. So correct your vocabulary,
Mhm.
please.
Well, let me help you correct your vocabulary. You said before that it wasn't absolute, and now you're saying it's true. Are you saying that things that are true are not absolute?
It's true to a high degree of certain. I don't know what you want me to.
Gotcha.
Nothing is
Okay, just
100%
please.
certain. Nothing.
I mean,
Nothing at all.
your emotions are getting
Blow up tomorrow.
involved. They're conflicting with your academics.
No,
Okay.
they aren't. You're just being a dick, and I'm going to remove you from the room if you don't stop doing this nonsense and you have a real conversation. Have a real conversation or get the fuck out of here. You were being dishonest about the term theory, which you were using in
It's still
place
a
when you were saying
theory.
the term
I said
scientific
there's a
theory.
distinction between science and theory, and
What is the
scientific theory
definition
is
of a
not science.
scientific theory, Rabbi?
They're both theories.
What is the definition of a
Okay,
scientific theory,
I'll tell you
Rabbi?
straight up. So, a scientific theory is a theory that the science community, that has been highly politicized nowadays, wants to present to people as something that is almost factual but not fully there. It's like being
This guy's a fucking idiot.
Rabbi,
Get
when
the
you
fuck
say
out of here. You're a
Rabbi,
fucking idiot. Go to Google and learn. Go read. Go educate yourself. You have no idea what you're talking about, Rabbi. You are an
Rabbi,
uneducated piece of shit spouting nonsense that you're spreading to people against their will. You are spreading false information, and you need to go to Google, sir.
Rabbi, when it is said that 2 + 2 is equal 4, do you have an objection to that? Can you deny the real meaning of it? Because this thing can actually be demonstrated to you. Can you deny that, Rabbi? Can you? So it's
He's
not.
gone, man. He removed him. He's gone.
I'm just not doing this. I read him the definition, and he just made up a nonsense definition that I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that dishonest shit. Go to Google. Go educate yourself. You're an uneducated piece of shit, Rabbi.
Yes, you don't even need to go to the Google if you are already educated. You know you can pull this thing out of from
I
your
told him
memory
the
and all of
definitions.
these things.
Look, I
You
told
can
him the
pull it up from your
definitions
mind.
that comported with Google prior to me even Googling them. Right? And if he's either being intentionally dishonest, he's lying to himself and he doesn't realize it, or he's been lied to by his community. All those options suck.
Yes. I can agree with you 100%. Yes, he has been lied to, and he's holding on to this nonsense that do not even conform to the way our world works.
Exactly. That's not how the world works. He's making up a nonsensical definition that doesn't comport with how that term is actually used. And it's just that are you fucking kidding me? That's a scientific theory. That's the highest echelon of scientific knowledge. And you're saying it's just a theory? Get the fuck out of here, you unintellectual piece of shit.